Oh, great! It's Jeff. That's me. On this week's show, we're gonna talk about that time Disney tried to turn me into a Cirque Du Soleil artist, and our #1 story is about the man, the myth, the legend, Keanu Reeves. And you're gonna wanna hear it, so stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back to Oh Great, It's Jeff, the show where I spout nonsense about some of TV and film's biggest headlines of the week. And I tell you silly, embarrassing stories about me stumbling my way through the entertainment industry. So without further delay, our #5 story of the week. Stranger Things star's new Netflix prank show slammed as genuine cruelty. That's in quotes for a reason. Is genuine cruelty worse than disingenuous cruelty? So Gaten Matarazzo, the young man who plays Dustin on Stranger Things, is hosting a new Netflix prank show called Prank Encounters. Some people are speaking out against it. Why? Well, I shall tell you. The concept is that two people are told they're being hired for a job. Their paths collide and it becomes this sci-fi nightmare scenario. And beyond that, I don't want to pretend that I know too much about the details. So, the backlash is claiming that it's cruel to tell people they're getting a job when they are not. Understandable. That's pretty messed up, especially in modern America. For example, one critic said, "Oh good, bullying people who are already stressed out from not being able to find a job. Super classy there, kid." And I'd be inclined to agree, but Netflix released a statement that said this: "The pranks in Prank Encounters are spooky, supernatural, and over the top, and everyone had a great time. All participants came in with the expectation this was a one-day, hourly gig, and everyone got paid for their time." So that's not much genuine cruelty. Maybe disingenuous cruelty. They were told it was just a one-day gig and they got paid anyway. No one is moving their family across the country to pursue this epic career opportunity. Thus, the outrage seems to have died down. So maybe we shouldn't have expressed so much outrage in the first place because we didn't know the full story? Crazy concept, I know. Honestly, when I first heard of the backlash, my immediate thought was, there has to be some sort of misunderstanding here. The really weird thing is the fact that so much of the anger was directed right at Gaten Matarazzo. Like it was totally his fault. As if this kid who's new to the industry walked into Netflix headquarters and was like, "Listen up, bitches, I'm thinking we get people's hopes up, crush their dreams, and fuck with their psyche. Brilliant! We'll do whatever the child says." That was my impression of Mr. Netflix. Don't blame the 16-year-old host. He's on to co-produce as well, but come on, he didn't deserve that. You've seen that smile? Look at him. Just a young man trying to pull some pranks. Just genuine cruelty here. Then again, I suppose stranger things have happened. I'm proud of my puns, and you will never be able to take that away from me. Ever. In at #4. A Hunger Games prequel is coming, so bring on the movie deals. Author Suzanne Collins is writing a new novel about the years following the Dark Days. This is a period of time in the past that was referenced in the Hunger Games books. It involves a failed rebellion in the nation of Panem. As of now, the book is untitled, and Lionsgate hasn't said whether or not they've secured film rights. But it's very possible that they already have. First off, I'm totally down for this, because I like these movies, and I want a redo. Allow me to explain. The last film wasn't great. Don't get mad, but come on. There wasn't even any Hunger Games. It was just like zombies and nonsense. It was just too much. I was like, what are these movies even about anymore?
Stay with me.
Always.
Oh, yeah. They're about that. I'm in this for the games, man. Nobody was even the slightest bit hungry. I wouldn't even say they were peckish. Now, my dream for this book/movie would be an origin story for Stanley Tucci's character. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Famished.
I don't believe it for a second.
I love that guy so damn much. Can you imagine that character as a kid? Oh my god. But the new story takes place 64 years before the first Hunger Games, so that's pretty much out of the question. Tucci has had a long and fabulous career, but he's not that old.
Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang.
Lionsgate has said they're looking forward to working with Collins on a future film. So, whether or not the rights have been secured, that's likely something that will come to fruition. And seeing the events that led to everyone being so damn hungry will be really interesting. In at #3, Justin Bieber versus Tom Cruise. Who would win in an actual physical fight? Biebs, come on, buddy. Why'd you have to start this pointless conversation? The correct answer is Tom Cruise. In at #2, Todd Phillips confirms his Joker movie will be rated R. We've seen a trailer for the upcoming Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix, titled, wait for it, Joker. It's crazy. While it looks pretty dark, there is no official MPAA rating as of now. So people were wondering, what's up with that? Thus, writer-director Todd Phillips recently said this on Instagram. "It will be rated R. I've been asked this a lot, just assumed people knew. Sorry." First of all, yeah, it's logical to assume that it would be rated R. Deadpool really paved the way for R-rated comic book movies after it broke box office records. But that response sounds hilariously passive-aggressive. There's 4 periods in that one short phrase. Are those even full sentences? He sounds like a sassy ex or something. "I thought you knew. Sorry." Phillips and Phoenix are such dark and mysterious bad boys. This is Sassy Boy Phillips's profile pic on IMDb. It's hard for me to forget this dark and mysterious man became successful by directing films like this.
In the face! In the face! No!
I'm just teasing though. I am a huge fan of Todd Phillips, and all jokes aside, I'm super glad that Joker is officially rated R. On a different note, I was recently invited to go to Las Vegas with Disney in celebration of Dumbo's home video release. The film is packed with circus performers from all over the world, so in order to show us what it's like to be them, we trained with the Cirque Du Soleil artists of Mystère at Treasure Island. And I, absolutely killed it.
I don't believe it for a second.
Fine, I can't lie to Stanley. I was not quite, competent. Here are some highlights. I'm not feeling very confident. Why am I so nervous? I feel like I'm gonna faceplant on my way over. Let go with this arm?
Yeah. So do this.
That doesn't sound right. Am I supposed to shake like that? Hey! Oh, that's not gonna happen. Woo, that's hard on the crotch. This leg does not want to come out. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh man, that hurts. Left.
Then right again.
We're here celebrating the home video release of Dumbo. Does Mystère have any flying elephants? Dude, I really sucked. I think you should let me be in the show tonight. I think that since I'm pulling this off, I should be able to be in the show tonight.
I would put you in right now. If it was up to me, I would. Jeff, you know I would.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh, great, it's Jeff.
There you go. Big thanks to the Mystère crew for allowing me to be obnoxious and embarrass myself. You guys are dope as hell. And big thanks to Disney for the amazing opportunity. You can own Dumbo on June 25th. And now it is time for our #1 story of the week. More than 1,000 people have signed a petition to make Keanu Reeves Person of the Year. So, in case you haven't heard, 2019 has been the year of Keanu Reeves. Well, what is this obsession about? I just assumed people knew. Sorry. You could say it was the release of John Wick 3, which was dope. You could say that it was his involvement at E3 with the Cyberpunk 2077 video game, which is also dope. You could say that it's because he voiced a new character in Toy Story 4 hilariously.
Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman.
Or that he's just a straight up good, wholesome dude who's notorious for helping people out. And I'm sure it's some combination of all of this, but if you ask me, it's because we're millennials, and millennials love nostalgia. He starred in the films of our childhood, and he's become more of a pop culture figure than an actual actor. Let's not forget there was even a film called Keanu, titled that because of the reference to Keanu Reeves. Then Reeves makes an appearance in it as a fucking cat.
Keanu Reeves?
I'm your spirit teacher.
He's transcended actor. He is pop culture. He's just this ultra meta entity. This year, he also played an exaggerated version of himself in Netflix's Always Be My Maybe.
Keanu Reeves.
But despite all of this, perhaps the most important thing to remember is that he's become very memeable. It's just millennial shit, man. What it comes down to is that we all remember him from Speed and The Matrix and Bill and Ted, so when he does literally anything else, anything cool or self-referential, we just burst with joy. And he's been making all the right quirky career choices to fall right into place as millennial icon. So anyway, a change.org petition has been started to make him Time Magazine's Person of the Year. And it's well on its way to 1,500 signatures. When Keanu was asked about 2019's obsession with him, he said this. I'm a stinker. For real though, he said this. It's been really nice and special for me, just how well the John Wick film was received, and then also recently with Always Be My Maybe, and then being connected with CD Projekt Red. I've just had the chance to be working with really cool people and be a part of really cool projects.
So humble.
He's the best, man. We'll see what he does next. My guess is that after he becomes Person of the Year, he'll star in a film called Reeves, where Keanu plays multiple incarnations of Keanu, and the screenplay is adapted from memes about Keanu. It could happen.
I don't believe it for a second.
Oh, you're always right. So wise. That's it, man. Another episode in the bag. Done AF. If you enjoyed it in the slightest, hit subscribe so you can check out future episodes as well as CinemaBlend's other awesome content. It would also just like, I don't know, kind of like make me feel good about myself. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.